So we back with another episode of Tattoo Talk Atlanta, and we got my guy, Justin, in the building. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Long time.
Long time, dude. Long time.
Long time.
I know this guy since he looked like a little pup. Now he a big dog.
Now I got a mustache that look like a man.
So, man, introduce yourself to the people, bro.
All right, my name's Justin Haug. Most people call me Juju in the tattoo industry. I've been tattooing for going on 16 years now, and mainly I started tattooing in the Covington area. Was there for about 15 years.
Holy,
then
really? It was that long?
Yeah, dude.
You 16 years?
It's been a minute.
Holy.
Yeah. This December will be 16 years.
Really?
Yep.
Dang, that's a long time, bro.
Good for half of it.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. So where are you at now?
I'm at the March Society in McDonough.
March Society?
Yep.
Okay, how long you been over here?
Going on a year now. This January will be a year.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, man, we got to take it way back from the beginning, man.
God.
What inspired you to be a tattoo artist?
Well, at first, just tattoo magazines. My dad was in hanging out with all the bikers and stuff, and he got tattooed by this guy named Jay. I don't know if you remember him, Jay Wyckoff, and he owned Electric Ink, and I just go up there with him all the time when he got tattooed, and some sessions were good, some sessions were bad, like shop drama and all that stuff going on. But most of the time it was super cool. I liked the environment of it being like, at the time it was electric. It was electric tattooing. So it was all cool machines. It was loud. Music was bumping. Flash all over the wall. Crazy people coming in at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. I thought it was super cool. Yeah. And then I just fell in love with it. Seeing my dad get tattooed and seeing the process of how it's done. And sometimes I was thinking you go in and get a whole sleeve in one day. You couldn't. At the time I was just like fascinated with these big tattoos. And I just kept going in, and I ended up doing a small apprenticeship with Beth Rockmore, if you remember her.
Yep. Tiki Tattoos. Yep.
And then that didn't pan out, so he said, come on over here. I tattoo your dad. Your dad trusts me. Forget everything you know. I'm going to teach you how to tattoo. I was like, okay.
And that's where it started.
And that's where it started.
And so me and you worked at, where we worked at first together?
We worked at
Cupid Slave?
No, we worked at
Ink.
Covington Tattoo Company. CTC.
Oh, so you was down there.
CTC, I was there with you when all the stuff with who went down.
Oh,
but we wasn't connected like that yet. So, and we were all separated by booths. So I was in the front, you was in the middle, Brian was in the back.
Yeah.
So we didn't really click there yet.
Okay, I didn't know that me and you tattooed down there. It was for a short time because they closed.
You did the zombie on my arm there with the screwdriver. Yeah, see?
Yeah, I remember when you first came in. Okay.
I looked like a little punk.
And then from there, you went to what you went to with Beth from there?
I went from there to Beth for a little bit, and then Did
you get me on that Cupid Slave?
I got you on a Cupid Slave. So when the day that what went down, with the door and all that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
You left. You're talking about shop drama, but you left, and then he ended up having to move from there and go to over by the Apple Spa, and opened up over there by Nagoya. And I stayed there until Brian left, and then Jake left, and it was just me. And then I left there. You wasn't even tattooing anymore, I don't think.
Well, I was doing selling motorcycles.
You were selling motorcycles.
Yeah, I was at Mountain Motorsports.
So I got introduced to Shane Scott.
Yeah, Shane, yep.
He was the new owner of Cupid Slave. So I was like, all right, I worked there before. I know everybody. I think it'll be a smooth transition, whatever. And it was like right across the parking lot.
Yeah.
So I'm there for a little while, and Scott was like, man, I need another artist. I need a good artist. So I was like, I got a guy. I just don't know if he wants to get back into it. And I think you were working at Mountain Motorsports.
Yeah, I was. Because I wasn't making no money. I was doing.
I'm coming. Yeah. I was like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I appreciate that too, bro.
Yeah, dude, me too. Because that started a whole thing with us, man.
Yeah, it did.
First convention together.
Yeah, it did. Like, how was it though? Like, because listen, I never wanted to do conventions. Speaking of conventions.
I remember, yep.
And you was like, look, dude, like, I just want to go to a convention. And I'm like, shit, well, let's go. I'm like, I'll go with you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We had banners made and everything. I still have that damn banner.
Yep. And then Cindy let us use her car.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
We got pulled over like 10 minutes.
Oh,
we literally got pulled over 10 minutes down the road.
We barely make it down the road. And
talk about profiling.
It was dark as hell, too.
Talk about profiling.
Man, dude.
It's crazy, right?
That was not fun.
That was crazy. So now, I mean, when I first met you, started working with you at Cupid Slave, I would say, You was always big on conventions,
Yes,
bro.
I still push it to this day.
And now I call you Mr. Convention.
No shit.
I mean, in my mind, I call you Mr. Convention.
Yeah.
Like, you always are at a convention now.
And
so
I remember we had that conversation back then where, like, I told you I wanted to do all these things. And I felt like I was just talking crap because I was like, there ain't no way I'm going to be able to do it. And then I just pushed for it, dude. And I haven't got to do everything I wanted, but conventions, I definitely...
Off the checklist.
Got to get in there, yes.
Yeah. So right now, as it stands, how many conventions you done been to?
I think I've done 8.
So far,
yeah. Most of them I've done multiple times, but 8 individual conventions.
Got you. So how is that convention life?
You got to be very picky about where you go.
Okay. Why is that?
Certain conventions do certain things, certain conventions don't.
Okay.
If you want to get in the convention world, I would say do your research and get into a spot that has great artists, not a convention that just lets anybody in.
Wow.
Some people
handpick
their artists. Some people are invite only. Some events are anybody can come. As long as you have a tattoo license, you can come. You don't want to do those. They can be fun, but there's a lot of bad things that go down at those.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've been tattooing all these years. I never even.
Yep. I won't name drop, but there's conventions. My favorite ones are freaking Space City.
Okay.
Fountain City.
And where is that at?
Okay, Space City's in Alabama.
Okay.
Fountain City's in Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Days of the Dead is also hands down, just because you got HorrorCon and you got a tattoo convention going on at the same time.
And where is that at?
In Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I went to that one before.
It's super cool, man.
It's right down off the expressway.
Yep. Because even if you're not like into tattooing, you have the whole HorrorCon going on with movies and actors where you can meet and greet, get signatures, get all kinds of stuff, man.
Okay.
It's rad.
I think that's the second one I ever went to. The first one was with you.
Yep, we did Inkfest Live.
Inkfest Live. I forgot what it was. Charlotte.
I got a good memory, man.
I just don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Have you done another one of those?
No, I haven't. So the lady that put that on, last I heard, changed the name of the event, and I could never find it. I looked up Inkfest Live, and there's like 5 or 6 different ones, but it's not the same.
Okay.
So I probably fell off the face of the earth by now.
So let's talk about your growth a little bit, man. Because not only are you going to conventions, you actually bringing home some stuff too.
I have.
So you want to talk about the few things you never brought home, and
no problem.
And what inspired you and how you feel. I mean, because you actually wanted to go,
right?
You went,
yes.
And not only did you go, right? You actually won some awards.
I did.
So how did that make you feel?
It made me feel good. For different reasons.
Okay.
The main reason why I originally got into conventions was probably for the wrong reason.
Okay.
I wanted to get in there to prove everybody wrong, because everybody kept telling me, mainly certain people, again, I'm not going to name drop, but they'll know when they see it, that I couldn't do it, I shouldn't do it, and I won't. It's all rigged. Nothing's going to happen. This ain't going to make you any bigger. If anything, it's going to take away money from me. It's going to take away money from you. You're going to pay all these fees and do this stuff, and nothing's going to come of it.
Okay.
So I sought out, and I got on my wife's nerves, dude. I stayed up late. I watched tutorials. I watched how to make black and gray smoother. I watched how to make more color, saturated. I did tons and tons of just seminars after seminars, trying to figure out how to hone in and make what I do great, but different too, and stand out.
Okay.
Because at the time, all I did was traditional, and there was tons of traditional artists. It's hard to stand out when you have a tattoo style that has so many rules.
Yeah.
And if you bump it, that's it.
Yeah.
They'll call you out.
It's weird rules too.
It's weird, yeah.
You know, I always been like one of the kind of guys that's like, I just don't understand tradition.
I know. I remember you.
I always thought it was so easy, right? Yeah. You would think, like, you look at it and you're like, man, that shit is easy.
Because it's such a simple image.
Dude.
You get into
it. Holy. Yeah, that should embarrass you.
You get in there, you start seeing all these flaws, and you're like, man, but that's how it was with black and gray with you, because you were the black and gray guy, and I was like, I don't understand how you make black so smooth.
But you doing it now, though.
Now I am.
Yeah.
It took me a long time.
Yeah.
But I couldn't understand. I couldn't wrap my head around black and gray, because I was like, man, they're doing this stuff with no outlines, and they're doing this, and I'm like, I don't even know how to break it down.
Yeah.
It just took a long time to kind of break it down.
But now you're doing it now. That's pretty cool.
I'm doing a little bit, a little dabble.
That is definitely cool. Yeah. So finish your thing about the conventions, man. Like how you feel now that, like, you not seen. Have you seen your own personal growth? Are you still?
I have seen my growth. Not as much as I would like to. Like, I still am my own worst critic, so I still feel like I'm nowhere near where I need to be.
Yeah.
There's always room for growth and always room for learning.
Okay.
But the more conventions I have done, I have seen growth in between. So I'll do a convention and then I'll go a year without doing one, or maybe 6 months, and I see growth in between there because I'm trying to progress and make sure that I don't get to these shows and look like an idiot and do a tattoo that everybody's going to see walking around like, well, why would they let that kind of person in here?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that when people see my work, they're like, I would like to know who did this.
Okay.
I want to go speak to him, or I want to get tattooed by him.
Okay.
I want to make a name for myself, a brand, and not just be another tattoo artist.
Okay. So me as an artist, right? I don't go to conventions.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to go to a convention, you feel?
Okay, and from my personal
your perspective.
Yeah. It's been beneficial to me on more of a more recognition. Not like necessarily that you're making a whole lot of money. There is great money in conventions. I've made good money every time I go, but I think the money pit is the actual exposure to you and your work. So they're seeing your work and they're putting a face to it.
Gotcha.
When you have those two things, it's very easy to be like drawn in. Like even when you're on social media and you post a tattoo, you might get 20 likes on it. You put your face with it, they have somebody to look at with that image, and that algorithm gets kind of bumped up a little bit.
I never thought about it like that.
Same way with conventions, man. Your name gets out there, your face gets out there to where you do Charlotte one year, and then you go 6 months, and then you do another one kind of in that same location.
Uh-huh.
But there's like 15 people there that seen you there last time, but at another convention, and they're doing it here, and then now you're making friends with other artists that can get you in these spots, and you can get them in other spots.
So and
y'all just come together.
That networking is crazy.
Networking, dude. Pretty much y'all are all brothers. Every time y'all see each other, you're high-fiving.
That's awesome. And you're getting hella information.
Shit that they know that you don't know. And then you're telling them stuff you know that they don't know.
Hella information.
Just working it out.
Amazing.
It's amazing, man.
So since you've been tattooing, right? A lot of people don't understand. They know we deal with clients, but they don't understand to what level that we deal with clients.
Right.
So how do you deal with clients personally? I mean, your good experiences, your bad experiences, to your mediocre ones.
All right. So in good experiences, I treat every client the same.
Okay.
Super nice, polite, greet them. Hey, how are you doing? My name's Justin. I'm your tattoo artist. It's nice to meet you. This is people that I haven't met yet.
Okay.
Treat them with kindness. Try to do the best work I can on them, so that way they come back. Not everybody comes back. Some people get one tattoo and then they're done.
Yeah, for a while, long time.
But I just try to treat people nice and make them feel comfortable. That's the main thing. Is some shops are not very comfortable, especially when it comes to like the female artists.
Yeah.
Very easy to get mixed up and all that, and it's very easy to make someone feel super uncomfortable.
Okay.
I guess I would just say I choose my words wisely. I pick and choose what I say in front of certain people, just because I don't want to cause any issues and I don't want anybody feeling uncomfortable in my chair.
Yeah.
The bad is you got some clients that no matter what you do, you can bend over backwards. It's not good enough.
We not had days like that.
It's not good
before.
enough. Yep. Nope, it's not good enough. Yep. And they want to wreck your name. They want to call the shop. They want to leave a bad review. And all of it, it's not really about the tattoo. It's just they didn't.
Whatever issue they got
They didn't like
on.
the price, or they just didn't. They like the tattoo, but they don't like the tattoo.
Yeah.
It's like there's one little thing with it that's wrong, but they're gonna blow it all up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, dude, I don't even want to deal with people like you, but I'm still nice about it until it's just a repetitive thing.
Yeah.
Then after about 2 or 3 times, I'm just, hey man, I'm not the artist for you. I think it's best we just part ways.
Okay.
You just go somewhere else.
So how old were you when you got your first tattoo?
14, Panama City.
14, Panama City. What was it?
Beat my ass. It was praying hands and a sacred heart up here on my shoulder, and I got it with this girl I was dating. Her mom took us to Panama, and it was like West Coast tattoos or East Coast tattoos, and didn't sign paperwork. He didn't ask for my ID, nothing. Told me it was $150. I was like, okay, cool.
You say what was it again?
I think it was East Coast or West Coast.
No, I'm saying the tattoo.
It's up here. It's a little praying Praying Hands and the Sacred Heart.
Okay, Praying Hands, Sacred Heart. Okay.
But he never asked for paperwork or anything like that. He just told me anything on the sheet's $150. I picked one out, got it done.
Got it done.
Thought that was the coolest thing, man, until I got home. My dad whooped my ass. Oh, he was so mad.
All right, so we about to wrap it up. So is it anything that you want to tell the people? Anything you want to tell, speak about or anything like that before we get out of here? Make sure you drop your social medias and all that good stuff too.
Okay, so last thing is please make sure you do aftercare. If an artist gives you instructions on how to properly take care of your tattoo, please listen, because we know what we're talking about. It's not necessarily that there's a whole bunch of right and a whole bunch of wrong. There's an equal amount of right and wrong, and we've went through trial and error on aftercare and have found the right things that work. It might be a different brand, but these things work. It's tried and true. It's been broken down. It's hammer and nail. It's done.
All right, and I'm adding that too because I understand what he's talking about. What he's saying is that each artist buy different materials.
Yep.
So the material that they used on your skin works well with the aftercare that they're telling you to get.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like just because Lil Ray down the road did your cousin tattoo and he said use Vaseline.
Yep.
Doesn't make it right when you come into a different studio with a different artist for you to use Vaseline too. You should just listen exactly to what was.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Follow directions, people.
Yeah, directions. Number one.
Yeah, go ahead and drop your social media, man, and let them know where they can find you at and how to get tattooed by you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all my stuff is on Instagram. It's at Tattoos by Juju. Hit me up, give me a like, give me a follow, and we'll do some cool tattoos.
All right, peace.
Peace, man.
Yep.